Hello, welcome to Green School's Ocean Wonders. My name is Chloe and today we are going to be looking at jellyfish. Jellyfish are soft-bodied animals that live in the sea. They are so soft and jelly-like as they are almost completely made up of water. Over 95% of their body is made up of water. They are closely related to corals and sea anemones. There are over 200 different types of jellyfish and they come in a whole range of colours and sizes. The smallest jellyfish are about 1 millimetre in size, that's about the size of a full stop, and the larger jellies are usually about 2 metres in size. Jellyfish are found all over the world, from surface waters all the way down to the deep sea. They're found in warm water, in cold water, on the shoreline, and out in the open ocean. The oldest ancestors of the modern day jellyfish lived at least 500 million years ago, and maybe as long as 700 million years ago. That makes jellyfish 3 times as old as the very first dinosaurs. Jellyfish are very different to humans. Think about our bodies. We have a head, a brain, eyes, and a heart. Jellyfish have none of these. They don't even have a skeleton or a backbone. That's why they are called invertebrates. A vertebrate has a backbone, just like us, while an invertebrate doesn't have a backbone. Can you think of any other invertebrates? I bet you can. Jellyfish are made up of a smooth bag-like body called a bell, and they have tentacles armed with tiny stinging cells. These incredible invertebrates use their stinging tentacles to stun or paralyze prey before gobbling it up. Among their many tentacles, some jellyfish have parts known as oral arms. These long oral arms move captured prey to the animal's mouth. The jellyfish's mouth is found in the center of its body. From this small opening, it both eats and poops. Pretty disgusting. Jellyfish do not need lungs or gills because oxygen diffuses through their thin skin layer. Jellyfish never stop. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they move through the water in search of food, such as shrimp and fish larvae, on journeys that can cover several kilometers a day. They have limited control over their movement, but can move through the water by expanding and contracting their bell-shaped bodies, and this pushes water behind them. Some types of jellyfish are active swimmers, while others just drift along. As most jellyfish don't choose a direction to travel, and they just float along in currents, jellyfish can end up forming vast swarms, where huge groups of jellyfish come together in the sea. This can be amazing to see, but can also be responsible for damage to fishing gear by filling up the fishing nets, and sometimes can clog the cooling systems of power plants and factories which draw their water from the sea. In 2016, jellyfish were stranded in record numbers in County Clare. Thousands of the species known as the mauve stinger were beached at Fenor, County Clare. It is believed that unusually warm sea currents brought what are typically tropical species in swarms to Irish waters. The stinging cells used by jellyfish to subdue their prey can injure humans. Many thousands of swimmers are stung every year, with effects ranging from mild discomfort to serious injury and even death. Small box jellyfish are responsible for many of these deaths, and we'll learn more about these in a few minutes. Can anyone remember this scene in Finding Nemo? It's where Marlin, Nemo's dad, thinks of a game that he plays with Dory to kind of trick her into safety. He tells Dory that she has to bounce on the tops of the jellyfish and to not touch the tentacles. And that's because the tentacles are the part that stings, whereas the bells don't have any stingers on them at all. So to get to safety, Dory and Marlin had to bounce on the bells rather than touch off the stingers, the tentacles. Jellyfish eat many different types of things, such as small plants floating in seawater, known as phytoplankton, and small animals floating in seawater known as zooplankton. In this picture here, you can see a copepod. That's a type of zooplankton. They also eat fish eggs, young fish, and also the eggs and young stages of many different kinds of marine animals. So, does anyone know if you can find jellyfish in Ireland? The answer is yes. We have 5 common types of jellyfish that you find around Ireland, and some are seasonal visitors that we get from time to time. The first jellyfish we're going to talk about today is the common jellyfish, also known as the moon jellyfish. Now, this is the most familiar type of jellyfish in Ireland. It's recognised by its 4 purplish pink rings that it has on its bell. The rest of the jellyfish is kind of transparent or see-through and has numerous tentacles around the edge of the bell. It's normally found from April to September, and a lot of people think that it doesn't sting, but it does actually have a mild sting, so you're better off to not touch this jellyfish or any other jellyfish that you find on the beach, just for safety. This is the compass jellyfish. Its most distinguishing characteristic is the reddish-brown V-shaped marking on its bell, which kind of looks like a compass. It has 24 long dangling tentacles that come off the edge of the bell, and it also has frilly oral arms. Its colour ranges from a browny red to a white, and it's most easily spotted from July to September in Ireland. Be careful, this jellyfish will sting. This is the lion's mane jellyfish, also known as the giant jellyfish or the hairy jelly. It's found in cold waters of the Arctic, the northern Atlantic, and the northern Pacific Ocean. Its colour varies from deep red to yellow, and the fluffy appearance would remind you of a lion's mane. It's one of the largest known species of jellyfish. The largest lion's mane jellyfish ever recorded was almost as long as a blue whale, over 36 meters long. The bell of these larger lion's mane jellyfish is about 2 meters. The tentacles are believed to be quite sticky, and they are much longer than the oral arms. Warning, these jellyfish give a nasty sting. The final 2 types of jellyfish that we regularly find around Ireland are the barrel jellyfish and the mauve stinger. Both jellyfish have purple coloration, but there are some differences between them. The barrel jellyfish is a large see-through jellyfish with a huge mushroom-shaped bell and a bunch of 8 frilly oral arms below. They have a purple fringe all around the edge of the bell, whereas the mauve stinger is a small jellyfish, purple all over, and it has long tentacles with some orangey-brown warty structures on its bell. This is the box jellyfish, the most dangerous type of jellyfish to humans. It can be found in warm tropical waters and is common in Australia. A severe box jellyfish sting can kill a person, triggering cardiac arrest in a body within minutes. Luckily, it's not found in Ireland. This is the Portuguese man-of-war. It sort of looks like a jellyfish, and many people confuse it with a jellyfish. But not only is it not a jellyfish, it's not even an it, but a they. The Portuguese man-of-war is a siphonophore. This is an animal made up of a colony of organisms working together. So it's not one living thing, it's made up of many living things. It sits above the water and somewhat resembles an old warship at full sail. It's quite a complex living thing, and we won't go into the details today, but just remember that it is not a jellyfish. Jellyfish are really important animals for loads of different reasons. One reason is that they're an important food source for animals like the sunfish and leatherback turtles. They're also important as they protect small younger fish from being eaten by predators. Small fish can swim through the stinging tentacles of jellyfish and hide under its bell, using the bell as a sort of safe house from larger fish. Every time the larger fish tries to eat the smaller fish, it's going to get stung by the jellyfish. And jellyfish are also important as they're used in research to study DNA and disease. Would you believe that jellyfish are eaten by humans in certain cultures? They are considered a delicacy in some Asian countries. They're pressed, salted, and a little bit of garlic, vinegar, and soy sauce is added. Researchers have described jellyfish as the perfect food. They're sustainable, protein-rich, but relatively low in calories. Would you eat jellyfish for your dinner? We have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed learning about jellyfish. Thanks for watching and see you next time.